Comedians calmly destroying rude interviewers. Let's watch.
Sometimes, comedians just have to put rude interviewers in their place. Like when Ricky Gervais had a tense face-off with Joy Behar after she accused him of being sexist in one of his jokes.
Referring to Sex and the City 2, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age.
Oh.
Why hide it?
Oh.
I don't think that you lose your sensuality or your beauty because you hit 53. I'm saying, why are they hiding it?
But the drama didn't stop there. The hosts of The View kept pushing, criticizing Gervais for participating in a male-only comedy panel.
Hey, so I want to ask you about the HBO special, like, Talking Funny. We just saw a clip from it, right? So we got Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K. No women comedians on that panel?
Who would you replace?
I don't know.
Replace or add?
No, because it was four people.
It's just four people.
Yeah, so who would you take off?
I wouldn't. I would just add.
There you go.
That's when Gervais hit back with a sarcastic joke. But as you can tell from the hosts' reactions, they clearly weren't fans.
Men are intimidated by funny women, so we didn't want them in the room.
Oh, is that right?
That's a joke.
Things got even more intense when Behar asked if Gervais thought women were funny. His frustration was obvious, but he calmly shut it down with a thoughtful response.
Do you think women are funny?
What's the difference? That's ridiculous.
It's a different sensibility.
Statistically, less women go into stand-up from what I've seen, so there's probably less to choose from.
Right.
But yeah, there are loads of funny women. I've worked with loads of funny women. Of course I have. There's loads of funny women here.
But this next clip would see the tension between Shane Gillis and Andrew Schultz on the Flagrant podcast hit a whole new level when the hosts compared Shane to a TikToker with Down syndrome.
Bro, Shane actually has been working out, dude. This is fucking crazy.
Let's see it. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Bro, you look good. Is this from West Point?
That actually is.
Oh, nice.
You guys, and you know what?
That's his rival's profile picture.
Shane, can we click the video? I just want to hear the sound. I just want to hear the sound.
It's his Sue. It's his...
Yeah.
Nah, you look great, dog. Congrats.
I don't think that's funny.
This hit home for Gillis, who has family members with Down syndrome, but the hosts still didn't stop.
But that's not me, so
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke. What are you saying?
Yeah.
He's not even laughing.
Gillis reached his breaking point when the hosts laughed at a video of someone with Down syndrome dancing, prompting him to finally put his foot down.
Nice.
By the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wow.
these guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
For you guys to sit here and be like,
Wait a minute.
let's bring it up and mock them. That's fucked up, dude. That's a dude. By using them as an insult.
Using?
Yeah.
We're using you.
So you're insulting them by saying I look like them? Or you're insulting me by saying I look like them?
This is you back in your victim thing.
No, I'm not being a victim. I'm saying the jokes you're doing is not, it's not like,
It's not PC.
that's not cool.
Gillis managed to humble the smug podcasters, much like Bill Burr did to
Very
a pompous
much,
Bill Maher.
very much like low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit not even funny.
I just think it's gauche. But yeah,
Go again with the big words. What does gauche mean? I've heard the word.
it means great in
Awkward?
French.
Gauche? No, it doesn't.
Marr couldn't hide his sense of superiority, constantly trying
Bill
to
is funny,
one-up
bro.
Burr instead of just having a real conversation.
Can always talk Beatles, and one reason they are prima inter pares among rock gods is that they.
I've never heard all of those words. Was that 3 words? Was that 2 words?
That's Latin for first among equals.
Don't you save that for your parties when you're wearing your smoking jacket? I'll tell you, that Bill Maher is really smart. He is really well-read. He just said prima paravardis.
Prima inter pares.
Inter pares.
You know what? I'm not the bad guy because I know more. Okay, can we just get
That's
that?
right. Don't
Can we
make me-
just
don't make me-
Chiron that?
exactly.
I'm not the bad guy because I know things.
Things took an unexpected turn when Marr brought up the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, only for Burr to challenge him head-on.
Have you heard what's going on college campuses these days?
I don't watch the news.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the terrorists.
They were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why, are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Yeah, that's easy to say.
Maher kept pushing, but Burr stood his ground, showing no signs of backing down.
No one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids?
Well, I
it
don't
comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like a country.
Stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at
We're the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
You just
I did.
solved it.
I actually
There
did.
you go. That's fantastic.
By the end, it was clear that Burr had enough of Maher's inflated ego and decided to shut him down with some brutal comebacks.
Let's go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Let me hear your hard-nosed decision about that.
This is why this is not your thing.
Make some hard-nosed decision.
This is my
It's not your thing. It's what
It is my
It
thing.
isn't your
This
thing.
is not
It
your
isn't.
thing.
You're like that guy that has a fantasy football team and thinks he's fucking GM.
No.
That's exactly what it is. Like, why am I fucking listening to you like you've done something? What have you done in Washington? Nothing.
And while Burr kept his cool, Cat Williams had a very different experience with radio host Wanda Smith,
Oh my
where
God.
what started as
Rest in
playful
peace to
banter
her.
quickly turned personal. It all started when Williams joked about Smith's cooking skills.
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys say, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And they
right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
Is that the only step
Why would
in
she
broccoli?
say that?
Simmer. Water? Simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli?
A really nice.
You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
However,
It's funny
the
all
mood
over
shifted
again.
dramatically when Smith brought up Williams' past arrests, something he had specifically asked her not to mention.
I am a great cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same.
So that's why he reacted like that. He told her not to bring
Only
it
one
up,
of us
or
has
told
$12
them.
worth of jewelry on. No.
Feeling disrespected, Williams fired back with jokes that were outright hostile, making the tensions in the studio palpable.
If you wanna have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
And her co-hosts are just in the background dying. Like, but I didn't know he told, which I know celebrities do that. They always, when they go on interviews, they tell them like before, don't bring up certain topics or whatever. But since she brought it up, you know, the gloves are off. You want to embarrass me? Now I'm about to embarrass you back. Damn.
Hey, please come get Miss Cat.
That's why his face looks so serious. Because I was watching that interview for the first time. I'm like, his face looked kind of serious. So he was like, he looked like he was pissed. But he was cool about it though.
And do her
She's
hair.
almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into
In the
her
beginning.
vocabulary.
But
Now
that's
he's
when
just having
things
fun.
got unexpectedly dark, as that very evening, Wanda's husband allegedly confronted Williams at a comedy club, pulling a gun on him during the altercation. But as intense as that encounter was, it's not the only time an interviewer found themselves on the receiving end of a takedown. Just look at how Chelsea Handler destroyed Piers Morgan.
You tweet very amusingly.
I wish you did. I mean, in the middle of the commercial break, I want your viewers to know, they must know because they're probably following you on Twitter. I mean, you can't even pay attention for 60 seconds. You're a terrible interviewer.
Instead of backing down, Morgan then tried to put the blame on Handler, but she delivered an unforgettable knockout punch.
Well, but that's not my problem.
It is your problem.
This is your show. You have to pay attention to the guests that you invited on your
If
show.
they're interesting enough.
Yeah, they listen, it doesn't matter how interesting I am. You signed up for this job.
Of course it does.
Well, maybe that's why your job is coming to an end.
Why are you laughing? She not
Comedian
playing?
Russell Brand would similarly fire back at hosts who he felt disrespected him with their lukewarm introduction.
All right, joining us now, he's a really big deal.
He's a big deal.
I know. I'm told this. I'm not very pop cultured. I'm sorry. Comedian, movie star, author, and host of the show Brand X, Russell Brand.
As if that dismissive intro wasn't bad enough, another host then made a sly comment about Brand's accent.
Because I believe people are very, very intelligent, but the information gets manipulated a lot, and people like to cause, like, you know, fake stirs and stuff.
You know, funny, the accent, you know, when I see him in person, it's totally fine. Forgetting Sarah Marshall or the TV show, it's fine. But on satellite radio in the car, I can't understand a single joke you say.
I think it's not listening to him, it's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial. You know, I'm from a country that's near to you.
Dummy.
That's when Brand completely took over the interview, leaving the hosts flustered beyond belief.
Basic good manners.
That is where Willie is heading.
Who is Willie?
I don't know.
Is this what you all do for a living?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm here
professional.
to. Okay, well, let me help you. I'm here to promote a tour called Messiah Complex. It's here for the people of America. I want the people of America to come and see me do stand-up. Go to russellbrand.tv where you can purchase tickets to see me. These people, I'm sure, are typically very, very good at their job. What is it? You're conveying news to the people of America.
Yes.
People of America, we're going to be okay. Everything's all right. These are your trusted anchors.
And while Brand called out his hosts for their lack of decorum, Patrice O'Neal took on something even bigger, taking a stand against censorship in comedy and passionately defending free speech during his fiery 2007 showdown on Fox News.
I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
Is this the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
As the debate heated up, O'Neal stayed calm and collected, tearing their arguments apart with sharp logic and defending comedy and free speech.
It's just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You should be.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
This has been a beautiful response of just the general public saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent thing to deal with.
Information, ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone may have said something that you should be upset about. It's a shame. Your constituency, the people you represent aren't all victims.
And while O'Neal was praised for holding his ground, Tiffany Haddish faced backlash for her response to a reporter's question on the 2023 Met Gala red carpet.
Did you do a little costume change?
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana. It's called an evening gown, darling.
That do look real nice. That is pretty.
I paid for it. It's custom.
The reporter was clearly flustered,
She looked real
but
nice.
Haddish wasn't done yet, doubling down and driving her point home.
Time of death for me right now. You look gorgeous.
This is not an acting gig. This is my life. This what fame look like. This what success look like. This what money look like. This what it look like.
Her response sparked a wave of criticism, with many feeling her reaction turned a lighthearted moment into an uncomfortable confrontation. Yet, few interviews match the discomfort of Jim Carrey's existential meltdown at New York Fashion Week in 2017.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
It was clear that Carrey's vibe was completely off, but interviewer Kat Sadler kept trying to steer things back on track. Carrey, however, wasn't letting that happen.
They say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming you know, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry, you're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now.
Carrie would then wrap up the surreal exchange with a line that left Sadler completely speechless.
Here's the thing, it's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
He just seems like he is done with Hollywood. Like he is over the fakeness. That's what that came off as. Like, I feel like he really wants to like say something. He wanted to say something more in that moment, but you know, sometimes they gotta talk in code. I feel like that's how like a lot of celebrities who are like, you know, who are like a higher thinking at a point of like thinking much higher, they want to say something more, like Orlando Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he tries to like hint at certain things going on, but he can't say too much. And I feel like right here, Jim just was like kind of over Hollywood and wanted to like kind of make fun of the moment or whatever. But yeah, that was like a little bizarre, but I feel like there is something that he wanted to say, but he can't say it yet. I don't know. I feel like at some point, I mean, it's already crumbling. Hollywood is kind of like already crumbling, and a lot of things are being exposed. What was it last year with the whole Cat Williams thing? Like a lot of shit was exposed. So I feel like a lot of celebrities or whatever who've been in the industry for so long, they're like tired of seeing this fake shit. You know what I'm saying? And they just want to speak, but you know what'll happen once they speak.
And while Jim Carrey dismissed Fashion Week as meaningless, Joan Rivers made a career out of scathing fashion critiques, which led to a heated CNN interview that became infamous.
Even with your fashion critiquing, while it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? You know, you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yeah,
shut up.
I'm talking.
Instead of moving on, the interviewer kept pushing, prompting Rivers to explode in a fit of rage.
You did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no, you know, I'm going. I really am going because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative. I haven't heard net. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person.
Why she got that goofy ass smile on her face? Like, she just ate you
Joan
up.
Rivers didn't tolerate disrespect, and neither did Jerry Seinfeld when Larry King inadvertently insulted his legendary show.
You gave it up, right? I did. They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented.
Is
this still CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also.
Even as they shared a laugh, Seinfeld wasn't ready to let it slide and was sure to set the record straight.
I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am? 75 million viewers. Last episode.
Boy, you don't take it so bad.
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But Seinfeld may have pushed it too far when he made a subtle jab at Larry King, even drawing audible groans from the crew.
B-movie
Can we get a resume in here for me?
B-movie
that
opens
Larry can go
tomorrow.
over?
We'll be right back.
One thing I noticed that these interviewers be thinking, or I don't know, I guess because they're comedians, they think that they're like a fool, you know? A lot of these comedians are like smart. They're not witty for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, some are stupid. I'm not going to say all comedians are smart because the whole Andrew Schultz thing was like dumb. But I like the way that, I don't know his name, but I like the way that he kind of like called him out on the whole, like making fun of disabled people with Down syndrome because he has somebody in his family like that. But, I don't know. I don't know why some of these interviewers think that they can go toe to toe with comedians. Cause like I said, I feel like a lot of them are like really smart. Like that wittiness comes from somewhere. You know, they observe a lot of shit that goes on around them. So they're able to like, you know, pinpoint and call out some things about certain situations and certain people. So if you think that you are like gonna make like some slick, sarcastic type of jabs, it's like, no, you can't slide no sarcasm past no comedian, because you gonna get that shit back tenfold. So good luck with that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this reaction, you guys. Make sure to leave some likes and comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Toodles.